We got the back of the cab. We're checking the air connections from the back of my cab to the front of my trailer. It's not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts, bolts, or screws. They're secure and not leaking. Now I'm checking the electric connection from the back of my cab to the front of my trailer. My air connection is not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts or bolts. They're secure. Now I'm checking my air lines. They have no abrasion, bumps, or cuts. They're not leaking. They're not kinked. They will supply air to my trailer. My electric line is not cut or spliced. It has no black tape on it where somebody spliced it together. No exposed wires. Notice nothing's rubbing on my frame or my catwalk, and it has good connection from my back of my tractor to my trailer. Now I'm doing my catwalk. It's not cracked, bent, or broken, not missing nuts or bolts. It's secure. Now, right inside here, inspecting my drive line, it's not cracked, bent, or broke, or twisted, and it's secure on each end with a U-joints, and they're secure. Which brings me to my brake chamber hoses. They have no abrasion, bumps, or cuts, secure on each end, not leaking. My brake chambers, not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts, bolts, or clamps. It's secure and not leaking. I'm checking my slack adjusters and push rod, not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts, bolts, or parts, and it's secure. And to be able to check this for adjustment, I would have to release my brakes, pull out on my push rod, and make sure it don't lose more than 1 inch. Don't have more than 1 inch free play. Which brings me to my drum and my linings. My drum not cracked, bent, or broke, no holes in it. Not missing nuts, bolts. It's secure. No dirt, oil, or grease. And my linings not cracked, bent, or broke. And they're not missing any pieces, not missing any nuts, bolts, or parts. They're not worn thin, neither one of them, my drum or my lining, and no dirt, oil, or grease. Which brings me to my suspension. I have a control arm, a control mount right here. Not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts or bolts. It's secure. My control arm is not cracked, bent, or broke, and it's secure with the U-bolts. The U-bolts are not cracked, bent, or broke, and they're secure with the nuts on the bottom. And I have my shock absorber right here, not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts or bolts. It's secure and not leaking. I'll ease right back here between these tires, and it will finish out my suspension by checking my airbag. I got an airbag mount and a bell housing, not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts or bolts. It's secure, and my airbag itself has no abrasion, bumps, or cuts, and it's not leaking. Which brings me to my inside rim and outside rim of both tires. Checking my rim, not cracked, bent, or broke, no welds. It's secure with my lug nuts. Lug nuts are all present, they're all tight. There's no rust trails which would indicate looseness. My hub seal, not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts or bolts. It's not leaking, it's secure. And if I had a sight glass, I'd make sure between the tab and full. ICD, don't forget it. Inflation, condition, depth. I'm checking the inside valve stem and the outside valve stem. Not cracked, bent, or broke, got a metal cap. It's secure and not leaking. And I take a tire gauge and make sure that both tires were properly inflated. I'm checking the sidewalls of both of my tires. Has no abrasion, bumps, or cuts. They're evenly worn. The tread is evenly worn on both tires, and it has to be a minimum tread depth of 2/32. Alright, right here, I would check my apron. My apron not cracked, bent, or broke, and it's secure. It's setting flat on my skid plate. There's no gap. No gap between my apron and my skid plate. Checking my skid plate and my pivot pin. Not cracked, bent, or broke. Not missing nuts, bolts, screws. And it's secure. And I got to make sure it's properly greased. My release arm is in the lock position. Not cracked, bent, or broke. And it's secure. Bring me to my platform. My platform, not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts or bolts, is secure. These are my mounting bolts, not cracked, bent, or broke, they're secure, they're not missing. And then it brings me to my sliding fifth wheel locking pin. You've got to say that this is a sliding fifth wheel to get credit for it. So I'm checking my sliding fifth wheel locking pin. It's in a lock position, not cracked, bent, or broke, and it's secure. And now I'm checking my air hose that I have to check to get credit for checking the sliding fifth wheel, which is that actuator hose right there, which has no abrasion bumps or cuts, secure on each end, and not leaking. Do you have the hand in on I'm looking up under here, making sure I'm checking my kingpin. It's not cracked, bent, or broke, and it's secure. I'm checking my locking jaws. They're not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts, bolts, parts, and they're securely locked around the shank of my kingpin. My torque arm right here, I can reach it if I lay my arm on top of the back of this bumper. My torque arm, not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts and bolts, it's secure. I'm checking my tail lights, my reverse lights, my reflectors, and my DOT tape. They're not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts and bolts, they're secure. My reflectors, tail lights are red in color, my reverse lights are white, and my DOT tape is red and silver. Checking my mud flaps. It's not cracked, no holes in it, not torn, and it's secure and it's not missing. Right up above me, I'm checking my cross members, my trailer cross members. They're not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts or bolts, secure. Checking my landing gear frame. It's not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts or bolts, and it's secure. Now, when I'm coming out from under here, I have to say this to get credit for checking my fifth wheel. I have the proper clearance from the rear of my tractor to my landing gear. The proper clearance. My landing gear, not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts, bolts, apart, and it is fully raised with my handle in the lock position. Not cracked, bent, or broke, no bulges, not missing any rivets. It will support the weight of my frame. I back up so I can see my clearance lights. They're not cracked or broken or missing. They're clean and they're secure and they're amber in color. Checking my trailer frame. My trailer frame not cracked, bent, or broke, or twisted. It's secure, and there's no weld on it. Bring me back to my frame. I skipped that a while ago. Don't skip your frame. Checking my tractor frame from the front to the rear, and my cross member. Want to pretty much check them together. They're not cracked, bent, or broke. Not missing nuts or bolts. They're secure, and there's no welds on them. Bring me to my DOT tape. It's red and silver in color, and it's secure all the way down the side of my trailer. Side of my trailer is not cracked, bent, or broke. No bulges that will support the weight of my freight. My turn signal, not cracked or broken, not missing nuts, bolts, screws. It's secure, it's not missing, it's amber in color. My tandem slider is not cracked, bent, or broke, missing nuts or bolts. It's in the lock, the pins are in the lock position, the release handle's in the lock position, and it's secure. I'm checking my brake chamber hoses. They have no abrasion, bumps, or cuts. They're secure on each end and not leaking. My brake chamber's not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts, bolts, or clamps, and it's not leaking. I will check my slack adjuster and push rod on the back axle. I'm going to continue with my brake components. I'm checking my drums. Not cracked, bent, or broke, no holes in it. Not worn thin. It's secure, and there's no dirt, oil, or grease. My linings, not cracked, bent, or broke, no pieces missing. Not missing nuts, bolts, or parts. No dirt, oil, or grease, and it's not worn thin. Checking my spring mount. Not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts or bolts, it's secure. My spring leads are not cracked, bent, or broke, or shifted, and they're secure with the U-bolts around the axle, which is secure with the 4 nuts on the bottom. Checking my torque arm, torque bar, torque arm, however you want to call it. Not cracked, bent, or broke, and not missing nuts or bolts, and it's secure. Checking my rim inside, outside of both tires. Not cracked, bent, or broke, no welds, and it's secure with the lug nuts. And they have no rust trails, which would indicate looseness. I'm checking my hub seal. It's not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts or bolts. It's secure and not leaking. And I'd make sure it's between, if I had a sight glass, I'd make sure it's between the add and the full. Something I forgot up there that I'm going to check right here, we got to remember up there. I'm checking my bud spacing. My rims are budded properly together and have no debris between my tires. Don't forget our bud spacing. Everywhere we got a good tire, we got to check our bud spacing. ICD, I'm making sure I'm checking my inside valve stem, outside valve stem. Not cracked, bent, or broke. Not missing the cap, the metal cap secure on it. It's not leaking. And I'd use my tire gauge to make sure they were properly inflated. My tires overall are evenly worn, and I have a minimum tread depth of 230 seconds. I'm checking my ABS light and my marker light. Not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts or bolts. They're secure. The ABS light is amber, and the marker light is red. Checking the rest of my light. Not cracked, bent, or broke. No lights up there. No missing nuts or bolts. They're secure, and they're red in color. My door, not cracked, bent, or broke, no bulges, will support the weight of my freight. My door hinges, not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts or bolts. They're secure. My handles and hardware, they're not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts or bolts. They're secure. And I'm checking my door ties. They're not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts or bolts. They're secure. My DOT tape on my door and my DOT bumper. They appear to be all there. They're red and silver in color, and they're secure. A while ago I told y'all I was going to check my push rod slack adjustment on the back axle. That's what I'm doing right now. Put the push rod slack adjuster, not cracked, bent, or broke, not missing nuts, bolts, or parts. And I would release my brakes, pull on my push rod, and make sure I don't have more than 1 inch free play. Here's my, watch your back. Here's my mud flap. It's not cracked, torn, no holes. It's not missing, and it's secure.
That's it right there. The DOT road.
I check the right side of my truck the same way I check the left side. Right now, I'm at this examiner. I would like for you to help me check my lights. I want to check my left turn signal, my right turn signal, my brake light, my four-way flashers, and my running lights. That's it.
That's it.